Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing drama school audition tips. Now, when I was first doing drama school auditions, it was nerve-wracking hard. I had no idea what to expect. Nobody kind of briefed me. You get kind of briefed by your school, but it doesn't really prepare you for the real thing. And then you're left wondering, what the hell am I supposed to do? It's hard. You know, there are so many different drama schools out there and we usually apply to them all and they all want different things and they all have different syllabuses. So every single drama school is different. So you've got to make sure you look at which one's right for you. I will do that in another video. I'm basically redoing my drama school series. So I've got my little list on my phone that I'm going to go through and then ad lib on. I just wanted to have a little bit of structure for this one. So my number one is, when you get in there, when you are waiting to go in, chill. Just relax. You know, the worst thing that can happen is you don't get in. It's not the end of the world, as much as it might seem that it is. It really isn't. Keep yourself relaxed in a good headspace. Use whatever works for you to keep yourself relaxed, whether it's meditation, putting some music in your ears, doesn't matter if it's loud or not, whatever works for you personally. Maybe even a bit of yoga. Whatever you find works for you in that context. Get yourself in a relaxed state of mind that is clear-headed. Next is find a place where you can rehearse, and in the terms of my old drama school teacher, basically you just got to get the shit one out of the way. So the first one is usually always the shit one. See if you can find another room, ask for another room, or see if there's another space where you can run through it. And just get the shit one out of the way, and then when you get in there, you've already done it once, you've done it in the place, and it's a little less scary. Make sure you're drinking enough water, but don't drink too much, whereas you're gonna need to pee all the time, especially if you're a nervous peer like I am. But make sure you don't dehydrate, and on that, I also make sure you're eating something as well. You don't want to eat loads because it will make you feel a bit ill. Make sure you've eaten a little something, a little bit of brekkie, or depending on what time your audition is, just have a little something, a little snack bar, nothing crazy, something easy, but make sure you're eating. So when you go into your auditions, especially if you have done more than 1 year of auditions, you will know the first years straight off, because they're sat there going, oh my god, have you ever auditioned before? Have you done this? What have you done? What's your career like? Stay away from them. They're only going to ruin your chi. It sounds really mean, and you do want to talk to them, you want to explain to them what happens, what's going on, but don't ruin your chances just because someone is overexcited or over nervous. It will rub off on you, and you want to stay clear of that, especially if you're someone who's taken out of their headspace quite easily. Sometimes they will often come across as like too eager or nervous. Just stay clear, go in your own space, just say to them, look, I'm really not being mean, I just want to sit and do my own thing, and they will let you. Don't worry about it. I've done this like 3 or 4 times now. I was the nervous person the first year. I apologize to anyone who I ruined chi. Like, I'm really sorry. So my number one tip is, before you start your speech, take your time, take a breath. You've paid for this, you know, take your time, especially if it's drama school. You have paid a lot of money to audition for this place, and a lot of them are really expensive now, and if you've paid that money, you deserve the chance to do the best that you possibly can, and if that means taking a bit of extra time for yourself, take it. Just take that extra time. So after you've done your audition, when you're doing the chat with them, be passionate, but don't be over the top. It's a very fine line to tread, but just make sure you're not going far over the top. If you get to chat, because some schools don't, it does differently, make sure you tell them about your achievements, but make sure you ask them how they're doing. Remember, they've had a really long day, they've seen a million people, and you know, they're always asking the questions. It's nice to ask them a question and ask them how they're doing, because normally they're asking you what you're doing. Don't try and list every single credit you've ever done, because they're just gonna get bored and like, okay, shut up now. But make sure you list your highlights, so a couple of pieces that you think are really, really good, and show that you can work in a fast-paced environment with long hours, because quintessentially at drama school, that's what you'll be doing, and in the real world. So you want to make sure that you can show them that you've got that semi-experience. Make sure you don't give them, it's all I've ever wanted to do kind of a speech. They've heard it a million times, they don't want to hear it again, and I swear to you, they will have heard it from 5 or 6 other people literally on the same day. They don't want to know it. Everyone who goes to drama school, or like 99%, has wanted to do it since they were little. It's all they want to do. They know that. They're not idiots. But what they want to see is what you can contribute, and whether you would benefit from what they have to offer as well. Make sure you leave on a good note. You want them to remember you. Don't do something like silly, but you know, just go like, oh, I really like what you're wearing, or you know, make a compliment. Just say, oh, that was a really lovely audition, thank you for letting me audition for you. Something along those lines. You want to leave on a lovely little note, and then you know, you stick in their minds a little bit more. So when you go into auditions, a lot of the time they'll be like, wear your sports gear, wear what you'd wear when you're rehearsing. Wear what's comfortable for you and what shows you off. I tend to wear dungarees to auditions, and I've had recalls with dungarees. There's nothing wrong with dungarees. If you can move in them comfortably and they are good for you and they show who you are, wear what works for you. Don't listen to whatever, just go with what makes you feel comfortable and you feel shows you as a person. So once you finish your audition, breathe. You did it. You're fine. You did it. You actually went in there and you auditioned. That's better than half the people who consider doing it. And the thing is, you're gonna do it a million more times before you die if you still want to act, and potentially a couple more if there's the afterlife. I don't know. Make sure you treat yourself to a cup of tea, a bit of cake, whatever makes you feel good after a stressful day, because it will be stressful and it's emotionally stressful as well. It's a very emotional day, so make sure you take care of yourself afterwards. If you're not taking care of yourself, you're not doing it right. Make sure you don't think about it afterwards, forget about it, leave it. You're either gonna get a yes or a no. It's literally one or the other. It's not gonna be an in-between, or possibly, potentially if you're later on down the line, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. But just let it go out of your mind and forget about it. You know, every school is looking for something different, looking for a different type of person. Every panelist is looking for something different. You know, it's not all gonna be the same, and you can't please everyone. So please don't overthink what you've done, what you could have said, what you shouldn't have said. It's not worth it. And remember, it's not personal. It's not personal to you. It's just what that specific school is looking for. And finally, if you don't get in, don't lose hope. There is always hope. It's not the end of the road, no matter how old you are. I know plenty of actors who went to drama school in their 30s, and you can always reapply next year. It's not a problem. And there's always alternative routes. You know, you don't always have to go to drama school. I know there's this thing where everyone now has to go to university, and quintessentially in the actors world, drama school is university, and it is. You come out with a degree, but don't pin your hopes on it, and don't pin your entire future on it. Don't do what I did when I was younger and then have everything come crashing down, because it's not the only way. There are plenty of other routes. There are plenty of amazing and incredible actors who have made it without drama school. I hope this video has helped you and given you some ideas as to where you might be able to tweak things when you're auditioning at drama school. It's a tough and emotional road, and remember, it's not the be all and end all. And remember, most importantly, you are certainly not alone in this entire endeavor. There are thousands of us who've been through it, and 1,000 more to come, you know, and I fully intend to create a forum where we can all talk about it, which is kind of what this YouTube channel is. It's a platform to talk about the acting world and put it into the ether. Okay guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope it's been helpful, most of all, because that's what I'm aiming to do here. If you like this video, don't forget to like it. Put us a comment if you have any thoughts or any tips you think would be useful to other people. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I have Twitter and Instagram. I'm Imogendsc on everything. I put links in the description box. Don't forget to check out my website as well, where I blog about things, and I shall see you through a lens sometime very, very soon, guys. Bye!